Okay, let's see if we can get this done in one take. So I've come up with this overlay and I wanted to use just a single video that had multiple parts in it, and instead of splicing up the video, I wanted to take advantage of the start time, or the duration and the start time. So I was like, okay, maybe we can get those values into like a comma separated value file. So I made this one, and I've got 3 columns. One is basically a label. I could do something with that. I'm not though, but this is for sanity for when making this. So there's the do, and it has the start time of 0 and a duration of 1.3. There's the doesn't, which has a start time of 1 and a duration of 1.6. And then there's noises, which is the start time of 6 and a duration of 3. Now that we got this, now we want to get all these put into Mixitup. First we get the read random line from file. We point it to that file, and then we dump the whole entire line as a special identifier called CSV. So it picks one line from here. So we'll say it does the doesn't, and it's picked this line. This line is going to be stored as CSV. When that's done, now we go get the first column. Now this looks scary, I know, it's C# coding. Most of this is actually written for you. The only thing that we care about are these 2 lines here. As it says, your code goes here. And what we're doing here is we're assigning a string, and we're calling that string parts. And that string is not necessarily going to be a string. It's actually more like an object that contains information. So that object that's called parts, we're now going to set that equal to the CSV special identifier, but then we're going to run a modifier on it, and we're going to split at the comma. So we'll pick this up. So we're going to take this line, this doesn't, and then we're going to split at the comma. So every time there's a comma, each one of these elements becomes a separate thing. So doesn't becomes the first thing, 1 becomes the second thing, and 1.6 becomes the third. Now, it does index from 0. So doesn't is actually the 0th index. This is the first index. This is the second index. That's important. So we then get this, and it returns parts 0. So this object that we created that has 3 things in it, we're returning only the 0th index. So that'll be the doesn't. Then we come down here and we have to set a special identifier. And this is easy. So we create a special identifier called the first column. And then we get the value from script result, because the script returned a result. So we take the special identifier of script result and we assign that to the first column. Then we do that again. We come in here, and instead of it being the 0th column, we now do the first column. And then that result gets put into a special identifier called second column. Again, we're reading from script result. So it's going to be updating. Script result is basically the last script that was ran. And then we do the third thing. So we return the second index, which is the third column. Then we come down here and we go to special identifier, set third variable, third column from script result. And then finally, as you saw at the beginning of the video, we play an overlay video and we set the duration to the third column special identifier. Here's the video that has everything in it. And then we set the start time to second column. Now here is a bit of a caveat. The start time has to be whole integer seconds. It sucks. So you can't just have 1.2 seconds, otherwise it starts it from the very beginning. So now, when you got that, you can just hit play. It runs through all those things. Do you know the way? And then that was the do you know the way. Now let's just run play again. Do you know the way? It did it again. Of course it's going to do it again. One more time. And it goes straight to the noises. Now we're just running the script over and over again, and it's just randomly picking a line. It doesn't do the way. And there you go. Hopefully that was helpful. I don't know how to end videos.